Hey guys, Nemesis Z here, bringing you another Super Flat Water World, and today, episode 100. Well, last week I didn't do a video because I was doing stuff for this video, and hopefully you appreciate it. Because basically, if you're just tuning in, if you never watched a single episode, and you're like, "Oh, I got to start from the first episode," well, you might not have to now. So basically, I got each 10 episodes per book, basically. And we're going to kind of run through them and check some of the world out and all that fun stuff. So sit right back and hear a tale. Tale of a barren water world turned into a little more vibrant, a little more life kind of thing. So basically, episode 1. Here, Super Flat Water World. I'll give you the breakdown in the book. Basically, the episode, the date that episode went out, and the length of the episode, and which patch it was in, and then a small little summary. So basically, I raided a bunch of villages, killed by a creeper / snork, because basically I made a little random joke, call them snorks. Village creepers love reading. Basically, every library that I ever found in a village creeper, there was always creepers in them, so it was always kind of weird. And then, first time for Squid Rain. Found, and after dying, I found all my stuff again, and then there was a cuckoo clock in the background that you could hear. So. And then, episode 2, on a boat. Talk about Monster Island and a monster grinder. Built the first part of basically this ship here, which was basically just the lower half, just lined out. Didn't have this room or anything like that. It was just pretty much just the dirt itself. Basically, that's one of the only materials I had at the time, so... talked about how I wasn't able to obtain iron. I just couldn't get anything. And then I had talked about the plans for this ship. And then farming time. Basically, it's when I added this farm. Organized my chests that are over there. Ran out of wood building this thing. And it was just basically waiting on the trees to grow. Half slabbed the deck up top. Farmed up some more wood, found diamond leggings trade and a sword trade in a village that I went to. And then I added, obviously it said added signs. I added signs to the chests here. So, it's little bits by little bit. It's, let's see where we at. Signs to the storage room, started the cabin, which is up top, started the massive ship next door, made a Get a Blaze farm in the first nether fortress I found, started to lay out the dome, worked on the rails of the ship, and first enchanting station and first enchant. So basically the rails of the ship are these rails. The cabin is just this bottom part first. Started laying it out, working on it. Kraken is still here. The massive ship, which was this here, which was a lot bigger. It came out over here a little bit more, went out over there a little bit more. Still, the end is still where it is, but the beginning, somewhere out there, is where it stopped. So it was a lot bigger. So worked out the dome, which is underneath. Belly up to the brew stand. First time I ever did any brewing. I had no idea what I was doing really. So I started brewing potions. Used up all my wool to make my beds. I think I only had like 4 or 5 wool that was in this village that we're technically on top of. Finally got Silk Touch pick. Used Stone pick to get it. It was my second enchant. Basically started making that island there. There's the dome down there, which is now fully complete. Well, not well. The dome is fully complete, just nothing inside is. First island over here is I used lava, basically pillared up, and from a part of a village building. Because you see that water there, it's a big water column, or air column, or whatever you want to call it. There was one over here, and I just pillared up from it, and started dumping lava on the water itself to start making the smooth stone. So, let's see. Stone pick enchant. Obtain some grass blocks using the silk touch pick. Started to see things in paintings. Forgot items someplace. I guess I forgot something that I guess I had something. I don't know. When I wrote everything down, that one kind of went meh. Found leather and steak on this island because there was still lava, because like it wasn't going away fast enough, so it was still persisting. Basically the first signs of passive mobs, because I'd put grass down, and then I ran out of cobble and started working on a mob trap, dark room, based my mob trap 1.0. Enchanted some more picks, still worked on enchanted picks, still worked on dirt and sand at the time, so like efficiency 4 could just like blaze through dirt and sand, so you didn't need a shovel. You could use that. And then talked about the first official Minecraft world I had. Otherwise I had an unofficial one, but it was basically like the IGN thing, promo demo thing. I don't know, basically a PC Gamer, I think, actually. It's like, it basically had a full day, 1 day and night cycle to play the game, and that was it. So, otherwise, I'd like to get that seed or that map and upload it into the real world and check it out. But let's see, nether sheep. Made my first animal pens in the nether, so basically I just brought them all there. Drowned to death. I think making this island or something. I forget what I was doing. Showed item collection for the dark room. Basically, added water to the ship to make it look like it was moving. To make it look like it's moving. Showed off the dirt, sand, stone mining area that I was doing. Added, and a tree grew on me as I was basically looking at the ship and talking. See, used Optifine for the first time. So basically the first time I used a mod that I installed myself. Added Crow's Nest. Some bad editing. Yeah, there's a lot of all these further older episodes. There's a lot of bad sound quality, bad video quality, and some bad editing, and I pointed out. Added crossbars to the mast. So the Crow's Nest and the bars cross, otherwise there was no sales at the time on there. Let's see. That's that. Got a new PC, which is the current PC I have now. Worked on new sails for the ship. Basically I think I'm laid out, and then it's like now I rearranged it now the current setup. Talked about the redstone update, and could not use ladders. I kept falling off ladders for whatever reason. Let's see. Found a diamond chestplate trade. Raided some villages for some iron. So obviously I thought that was the only way I can get iron, was just raiding the villages. Loved the way sandstone looked and quartz look. I still like the way those blocks look. Started up loads from work. Started uploading from work. Basically, I was working in a comic book store and started using their internet to upload videos instead of being at home. I just thumb drive them and take them to work and use my laptop. So glitched the skeleton on the ship, kept killing it, killed me. Then I went peaceful mode to get rid of it. Started to work on the massive ship some more. Finished the sails. The current skin I have right now is by a guy named Crazy Keenan. I can't get the damn diamond legs off. Is a guy named Crazy Keenan who's on one of the first server I was playing on. Because I played a little single player a little bit, then I went straight to a server, so wanted to play with other people. Because it looked like fun. So yeah, if he's even watching or anything like that, I'm pretty sure that's misspelled maybe. I don't know. Not 100% sure. If it is, I'm sorry if you're watching still. Or even watching at all. So, let's see where we go. Episode 11, worked on the massive ship some more. Talked about the server I was playing on at the time. Talked about Gate Crash, which is a Magic the Gathering set. While I was, talking about getting ready for work and all that. Because the set was coming out. Set work. Talked about villager trades and redstone. How basically they were bringing, it's like, oh, now you can trade for redstone. Like, oh, it's amazing. Which, as you can see, there was a massive, no, actually, that wasn't a massive jump. Oh, there it kind of is. Worked on the island and the massive ship. Got food poisoning in real life. Responded to a comment for the first time. Ripped out the melon farm that I had here on the massive ship. Got work interview for the pool, which is current job. Started to look for the stronghold. Did not get the security job. Basically, I applied for security then and didn't get it. And then later, basically, they called me up and it's like, oh, well, you want to do cleanup? And so I did that. Died a silverfish. Humiliating. Let's see. Hunting Enderman for pearls. George the Enderman and his pulled up pants. I called one of them George, and underwater it looked like his pants were really up around his neck and just he was uptight. So, and started finding more of the stronghold. All of Waterworld is a drowning system, yeah, because basically any village you find, if there's stuff spawning in it, it starts swimming up and starts drowning. Okay, that's smoke from the thing because it paused it. Still looking for ender pearls. A day later, forgot what I was doing. Basically, I was like recording. And I'm like, all right, I stopped recording, and then come back. I was like, what was I doing? Obviously, I was hunting for ender pearls, and I forgot. And started to work on the massive ship some more. Talked about the first person shooters I was playing. Stuff like that I liked. And some people on the server compared me to the Neberus, one of the Minecrackers. But basically it was because of the size of my builds and the way they were built and stuff like that. I mean, I can see being that way now, because I mean, I kind of like the cheatiness stuff. So, not like full on blowing, like, oh, let's just summon it in kind of stuff, but like, ish stuff. Talked about other games I played. Attack sheep don't really attack. Apparently I was trying to tell some sheep to go attack something, and it's a sheep. Let's see, started to use the sword texture pack. It's a good pack. Don't get me wrong. It's great for modded stuff like that. Everything looks nice and smooth. But then, yeah. I installed Ray's Minimap also. Another great mod. It was helping me with coordinates and stuff like that and waypoints, so I could always find my ship every time. Started laying out the dome, even like a better layout of the dome. Made the massive ship deeper, so basically the deepness is now, like as you see, it's deeper because it's not water level. That one's water level. This one's not. So I made it deeper. Made the island bigger. So basically the island's behind us right now. Talk about Iron Golem Farm. It's like, yeah, I can make an iron golem. I don't know why I didn't even pass my train of thought that I could. So change the bow. The bow. It's bow too, but the bow of the massive ship. because otherwise it was different, and then I changed it up and didn't like it. Started to use signs to fill in the dome. So yeah, the dome was, I was using signs and dirt and saying pretty much anything I can get my hands on at the time. Made a Ghetto Blaze Farm 2.0. Basically, I redid the Ghetto Blaze Farm. I made it like more taller or something like that. Talk about schedules for videos and new series. Yeah, my scheduling is... I'm not a full-time YouTuber, so is what it is. Also, is what it is. I say a lot, and a lot of other people say a lot, seems like, so... got a new headset. That's what I was using to record and sound, talk with and all that. Talk about new server and how YouTube can make your day. Basically, I think it was like likes and a couple comments that it made my day, and like seeing there's more subscribers. Usually does. I always look, and it's still. I mean, if I see another subscriber, it makes my day. If I see one leave, I'm like, oh yeah, screw you too. It's like he didn't put his video on Wednesday. I'm unsubscribing. It's like, oh, okay, you just go away. Let's see. The new server, I think that was my server at the time. That seems about the right time and era. Added 2 more layers of glass to the dome. Basically, I was going layer by layer. Bad edit. Forgot I was on peaceful playing. Yeah, because I was pretending to getting a phone call. I'm like, hold on, guys. Yeah. I was trying to hide it, and I left it in the video. I'm like, oh, man. Stupid me. Did a little bit of mining with TNT. Talked about basically Waterworld Wednesdays, basically keeping this series on Wednesdays. Started to not like the texture pack. Yeah, it started bugging me. Just certain things started not going well, because like the main thing was like the bottom of the crafting bench looks like the wood planks that are beneath us from the underside. Well, with the texture pack, the other side of the workbench was completely different. So worked on this massive ship some more. Basically, I was bringing up the walls. Basically, I was still using wood. Stories of customers at the pool hall. Basically, then I refer to them as stories from work. So, because I'm still currently working there. Worked on another fortress. Basically, I hollowed out some because the the wither skeletons at the time were spawning in 2 highs and suffocating because they're like 3 high or something like that. So they were spawning in 2 highs, suffocating in that the top part. Moved the enchanting table to the nether, so that way I can gain experience a little bit better with the Ghetto Blaze Farm. Basically for helm enchants, trying to make diving gear, which I finally got like respiration, which back to the vanilla texture pack, and played with respiration, so I was having fun with that for a little bit. Let's see, what else? Now, where are we at? Sandbox fun. Worked more on the dome, so basically I was bringing it up even more. Did a lot of sand mining and glass smelting. Did episode hungover. Yeah, I was kind of those things like, oh, I need to make an episode. Trying to stay on schedule. So yeah, I was hungover while doing it. The work showed the work of the dome off. Yeah, like I brought it even further. Talked about Feed This Beast server I was playing on with Jane, and basically the guy's server, he was a YouTuber, and he got a little pissy, kicked us off, and I think it's because we seen him cheating, because basically it's like so and so spawns in blah 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 generator block, blah 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 this, blah blah stack of iron, and I forget his name. It's like something epic or something like that, and he was a little guy at the time still too. I think he had like maybe 200, 300 subscribers. And it's like, really? You're cheating? And I watched a couple of his episodes, and also I was like, yeah, I'm going to go build this. I'll be right back. I got the material. Or he's like, here's the materials. Build this. Like, those are all the things he summoned in the other day. It's like, weird about that. Tossed out all my, tossed out all my coordinates. Okay, it's spelled correctly, I think. Activated the end portal. Found a new nether fortress. And that is, basically completed all the glass of the dome. Let's head down there real quick, since basically that's where this is taking us for the most part. Anyways, yeah, I completed placing all this glass and finally got it done. Let's see. Just chilling here. Water. No, that's way we skipped. Found the new nether fortress, completed the dome. Okay, did all that, and then we got a eighth month chunk missing. Basically, real life happened and other stuff, so I'm not gonna get into it. Cleared out the village. Basically, there was a village here. Wiped it out, and all the water that was in here. Obviously, there was water. Another edit fail. Forget what that one was. I think it's like people or something, probably. That's what a lot of some of the stuff is like people in the background, stuff like that. Because I did a lot of during the day recording instead of at night. Dug out a lot of sand and dirt, but didn't keep it all. And a new mic again. Basically, I was going through microphones and headsets like they were candy. So yeah. Yeah, and the reason why is like I filled a lot of this in with sand and dirt, and yeah, I didn't keep a lot of it. I just let it rot once I started digging out. Starved to death and lost my dive helmet. Updated the water in the air pillars. Started the village breeding. So basically, it wasn't this village breeder. It was another one here. And the air pillars, water pillars, are those right there is what I was talking about. Because basically there was a lot more, so I got rid of all of them but that one. So I could still have way down here and these guys could still breed. Let's see, where are we at? Updated pillars, started village breeding. Worked on the island, tried to tried the snapshot at the time was for 1.8. And like, alright, that's cool. So I reverted back to this world and reverted back to this that patch, the 1.7.9, and all my items and all my chests poof gone. It's like, oh. And so basically had to revert back. Also, I think it was one of the ones that were killed. Like all my villagers too, I think. Yeah, because basically they were jumping around and literally glitching through blocks, so they were solid. So went back to an older save, ripped out the Marb Farm 1.0, so you can go see what that looked like. Stories from work security means that was from the theater at the time. I wasn't working there, but I was telling a story from it. Got horses, killed. Oh yeah, finally got horses. Killed the Ender Dragon for the first time. Gittle Iron Farm, which is basically just there was golems spawning with the breeder. I had enough doors and stuff, so it's cool. And carpets at the time were letting mobs spawn on certain blocks, and so I had mobs. I had put carpet on the sails up top, and they were still spawning mobs, so it was annoying. Because basically it was raining creepers on me. Added a new tree farm, which is basically was in the deep hall. Because now it's changed. So there we are. Add a little hole to fish out of. Worked on the manual worked on manual farms, so basically the farms that are currently there now. Did some trading for a diamond helmet. That was like the first diamond piece of gear I got. Cleared out a stronghold portal room. Oh yeah, basically I took all the blocks because I wanted them. That helped me find more of the stronghold because basically I heard the chirping. I was like, oh, cool. And added the Golem Memorial. which the Golem Memorial is basically this. I added basically some of this room, and that's why I was considering the Golem Memorial, because basically I was killing those golems, and each one was, well, dropping me poppies and stuff like that, so I figured why not remember them. And it's pretty much every one of these that has a sign was the original golems, I think. Because sworn I had signs on the rest of these, but apparently I did not. Maybe I had more? I don't know. Let's see what else. Stronghold Portal Room. I finally found some nether quartz for the first time. Explored another nether fortress, raided it. Tested out some of the horses because saddles I found worked more on the Golem Crypt. I know I call it a crypt because basically that's what it is now. Started working on Mob System 2.0. Stories from work. Both. Maybe the other one from security is. Yeah, because I got kind of lazy at typing. So I think the other one was probably from work also. Work from the theater and another edit fail. Hear people in the background, I think. Sexy Golden Time. Finished the Mob System 2.0. Added golems. Added a killing room using golems to kill mobs while zombies started killing golems. So it wasn't. They fought back. See, explored more nether fortresses and found some diamonds. Lost in the nether. Died and then lost 57 levels. Got all the stuff back because it was not over lava. So changed the village breeder up even more from wood to quartz. Apparently I was having a hell of a day, so I raged. And to make it short, because of people. Oh yeah, there's people in the background too. So basically another edit fail. Made a second enchanting table. Stuff I found and mined obsidian. And made my first ender chest. Failed to break bedrock with a TNT arrow trick. Basically what it was in the nether. You make a arrow dispenser setup that spams arrows onto a single piece of TNT. And what happens is the arrows after a point are supposed to fall through lava and hit the bedrock, which during that time was I think it was like 1.6, and supposedly it was supposed to work in 1.7. That the trick would work and turn the bedrock into a TNT entity, and it would just basically no longer be bedrock and it would explode. Added decorations. That's a nice spelling fail. That's supposed to be 2, but to the ship, added tribute for the Golem Kill Squad, which is basically the first 4 golems. Which, see if we can, right here. Golem Kill Squad. They had stupid names like Red 1 through 4, and I changed it. Didn't like it, so I got rid of it. Let's see. Okay, we're on here. Did some fishing. Creeper blew up part of the mob system. Basically, I was using like lava fall trap kind of thing. They'd fall through it, but it was like a 2x2, so the creepers in the back could see me, so they explode. New thumbnail, the current one that I'm currently using on pretty much all my soup flats. The one talk about. Golems have stopped spawning at the breeder because basically I was killing my rep with the breeder / village, so they just stopped spawning. Used golem. Basically, I stored like 4 golems off the side, used them to kill the wither instead of getting my butt kicked because I was still only rocking iron at the time. Tried enchanting picks for fortune. Basically grew a big mushroom in the nether to find my way home. Did some more quartz mining. Let's see. Start going this way, which I think. But I mean, this is pretty much the full workout history of this. I'll just do that. Don't know why I didn't think of that for a second, but fastest way to get out of the crypt, just break through the wall. Let's see what else. I was gonna go show the big mushrooms, but you know the big mushrooms doesn't really matter. Chanted a fortune pick, fortune 2 pick, better than nothing. Worked on small ship and added hidden lights in the room. So basically, the cabins in the ship didn't have any real lighting in them, so that's why I still had like random spawns in there and didn't want torches. Just spamming it all up in there, so I had to hide some glowstone in there. Hunting for more strongholds for paper. Raided some villages. Fraps failed. Stopped recording on me a bunch of times. I think it was the version of Fraps at the time or something like that. Finding a stronghold, refound it again. Basically, it just sucked. More stories from work. Rage, cursing. I lost my iron sword, but it broke and I didn't know. Excuse me. So I was fighting things and it broke on me. And didn't realize it. Seeing what changed in the world, villagers got all... Oh, okay, that's when they all glitched through. And it wasn't a snapshot. So the snapshot was just losing all the stuff in my chest. The official patch is when villagers got glitchy and started falling through the world and all that kind of stuff. Spaz, he was like a little 2-pound toy poodle or something like that. He was barking in the background. Basically, it's just him squeaking. And I addressed him a few times. Some more stories from work. New villager trades. Which I was happy, and then we reverted back to the save to save the villagers because all the villagers I had were dying. So started village trade hall of basically not the current setup, but a older setup that I had for this room here. This room is bigger, but these are all pretty much still the same villagers except for like him and a few others down there. But yeah, started making this so that they could be safe and protected forever. Let's see. So where are we at? Quarantine zone. Mined a lot more quartz because basically this full quartz room. So got the villagers in the holding cells. I did a trade. Traded 5 of my diamonds away for 1 emerald to unlock a dude's trade. And add mob drop storage. So basically all the mobs that I was killing from the mob system. I finally added storage system for the drops. Finished the trade hall, and Fraps failed a lot. Started to build a pigman gold farm. Talked about a random dream that I had about work and a few other dreams. So if you want to check that out, go for that episode. Made a piston pusher for the mob drop because I got tired of creepers blowing it up because the ones in the back kept seeing me. So I had to blow up like three times on camera and more than that. Made a smooth stone generator for the first time. Which was Zoom Avoids. Started to make a chicken cooker and raw meat cooker, whatever you want to do. Finished the raw meat maker and the chicken cooker, made it better looking. Built Doc M's 77's iron farm. Underwater and ground half of it anyways. By that is the first iron farm, which is over here next to the manual farms. So I'm trying to go fast for this episode because I don't want it being like 2-hour video. Of course it did. And yeah, basically it's still there. It's still the original build, all that stuff. Let's see. Okay, here we are. Under the water, under the ground, halfway anyways. Finished the iron farm, moved all the villagers that were over by the breeder over here, and some babies too. Worked on another animal farm, made it the size it is now. Checked everything that 1.8 kill broke last time, because basically I was switching over in the episode. Basically that way I knew the villagers would be safe, and I like instead of one block on the ground, I put like 2 or 3 layers, which stopped them from falling in. Did a lot of villager trading, showed off all the trades I did, basically all the emeralds I had. Added fences to this farm. Where that wall was, it would have been fences technically. See, added walls to the iron farm, so basically kind of it was just basically a solid chunk of sandstone blocks. Hid some chests in the trade hall, which now you can't hide chests behind stairs anymore. At least I don't think you can. Unless there's some new trick. Added glass to get the iron farm working. Talked about vacation I took and how tall I am. Everybody looks at me because I'm 6'7". Whatever, we get it. I'm tall. Made a buttload of blue stained glass. Basically, the glass that's above this here to keep these doors active is stained blue, and that's basically what I was talking about, adding glass to actually activate this, because otherwise, with the way it is, villagers won't, iron golems won't spawn, they won't do anything under this amount of water, or I think even a layer of water they won't do anything. And I don't think I have any hose over here. So, let's see what else. That's need water for a second. Trade hall, has glass, vacation, made a buck. Added basically the area that's currently underneath there now to kill the golems. More stories from work. Abused some more villagers, punching them, whatnot. Changed the villager cells, because basically I was trying to make them smaller, but they were like, I was losing villagers left and right, so I made it the full spec of Doc M77's farm again. Made Panda's 4994's AFK fishing farm, and tried to build it, and I had to keep watching the video back and forth. So basically that's this. Come on. Yeah, basically that's this farm that may or may not work still. I don't know, I haven't tried it, but I left it here. It's pretty much deactivated. I've took the stuff out of it. There. Do I have a iron hoe? And no. No hose anywhere. Alright. In this area. So trying to screw it. It's not bud powered. Whatever. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Tried it and fail. You know, I was trying to build it. Showed off what I got from the AFK fishing farm at the time. It was, you know, a bunch of fish, enchanted books, stuff like that. Showed off the work done on digging out the catacombs, basically making it where as wide as it was now, digging out all the sand, the dirt. More stories from work. You know, like people doing stupid things. Smoothed out the walls while I was talking to the catacombs. Played with some more TNT. Moved the smooth stone generators over and made a storage room / dock, which is, I need my ender pearls. I don't have anything on me. Let's see. The storage dock that I was talking about is over here still. It is right around this corner. Bam! Right here. And this is where I was playing with more TNT because this is actually just all blown out TNT stuff. And then I just dug it out, made it a room. And yeah. So a lot of villager trades. It's a bad thing about showing and then going back into the book. Sorry about this. Oh yeah, move the stone generator, and okay, there we go. Added storage for crops. Basically, I made it like that little room where I was looking for the stuff in, something like that, but not that one. Made a garbage disposal. More stories from work. Edit fail. Can hear people in the background on that. So basically, the garbage disposal is that thing right there. I had made another one over here, and in the redoing of this room, I had ripped that one out because basically right about here was the original crop storage room, and then garbage disposal. So that was those episodes, and then made a room for all the blocks that I can change, that I can get, which is down over here. I need to. Here, let's do this. Or not. Trying to cheat my way in, and I can't. I'll have to go the long way if I had stuff. Pearls. No, it's just all my extra storage now for enchanting books at the moment. So I need to make bulk storage for that. Otherwise, it was here in this room here before it got changed, but here's the current setup of it. So, let's see. Brick walls around the. Change the edge of the dock. So basically now it's the current dock. Well, not the current dock, but I made it square, like more rectangle-ish. Because otherwise it was kind of just really odd shaped. It was like a lung or kidney or whatever you want to call it. Started to make stone brick walls around the. Basically the stone brick that's around the catacomb. I started bringing that down. Added more wall around it. Added mushroom blocks to the block room here. Explored and looted another. Guessing another fortress. Showed off the lava. Added another fortress to stop spawning to make the fortress spawners better. Basically the wither skeletons. So I started adding lava in the nether to make it better. Another story from work. Page 3. So yeah, the mushroom blocks. I have to use a piston to push that one here, piston push that one here, and then I added that one in the red block because I was like, oh, and I forgot about it. I was like, wait a minute. So tried to get pumpkins off of zombies out of the mob 2.0 at the time, and couldn't. They just weren't giving me them. So basically, when I went to the zombie pigman farm, they paid me in pumpkins. They gave me 3 pumpkins. So bam, finally got pumpkins in the world. That's only on Halloween because this is a Halloween episode. So story from work. Started my pumpkin farm. Let's see, showed off the 2 full stacks of pumpkins that I got for the first time. Showed off the layout of the catacombs. Basically more stories from work. Added a ceiling to the catacombs and started basically that's what I dug through and entered pearl out of was the ceiling that I added. And I still haven't finished the top layer of that catacombs. Let's see, started working on more stories from work. Almost every episode's stories from work. There's a lot of interesting stupid people. Did some enchanting, ran out of stone. Yeah, I ran out of stone. Breathing on the mic heavily, which hopefully I'm not doing now, but yeah, started breathing on the mic. You can hear it just it was bad. Another full pumpkin harvest, and I like my pumpkins. So, showed up, because basically I added that later. When I was writing this book, I was like, oh, yeah, make funny. Showed off the 1.8 rail duper. There was a duper then. It's changed now. Finally got some rabbits. I was looking for rabbits in the 1.8 update, and finally got some. Tried to get more spawn, and then basically, like, I literally had to go after a point, I had to go to work because my phone is set for basically a certain time, which warns me to go, hey, turn everything off, go take a shower, whatever, shine, shave, look good, look amazing, sexy, then go to work, and then just hate work. Gold Farm 2.0. Because basically it was a manual kill. Basically I just attracted them, and they came to me, and I killed them using a sword, which now it's yeah. So I removed it and made it Iron Farm Gold Farm 2.0, which was used golems to kill them. So the golems were a good system for a while. See, Ender Bunnies. Started building Doc M77 Ender. Locked down the hard difficulty. Very explicit story from work and a massive rant. Yeah, this one here was like, I almost wanted to delete it, kind of thing, and maybe I should have, and I didn't. And then after rewatching it, I'm like, oh man, why didn't I delete this thing? So if you very, very parent discretion advised for your little ones. If you watch episode 59, be wary. Let's see, showed off finished Enderman Farm from Doc M77, which is basically using the Endermite. It's such a good farm. I don't know if there might have been some stories there talking or something. So let's see, where are we at? Started to work on the walls in the main hall, which then they got changed out. And then more stories from work, obviously. Current rail duper. And then thing down there. See, did some chanting, showed off what I did with all the walls. Added some stairs to the to curve out the massive ship more. Because basically it was blocky, so I added upside down stairs, and it kind of smoothed it out a little bit more. Instead of being a full block chunk, 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 it kind of smoothed it a little bit better. Worked on the massive ship some more. Talked about the video series that were going to happen at the time. Wow. Series were going to happen. Bad typing editing. English bad. Tripped over my words. A lot. EQ. Oh, they started playing EQ again. Project 99 or 1999. So I'm like, EQ. I thought I'd put in a full thing, but I was like, no, just EQ. I'll remember it. Brought back the series after, shoot, I don't know what that is. A good another 8 months or something like that. Ripped out the non-working golem farm or gold farm, because basically, yeah, pigmen started killing the golems because they started fighting back. Dang it. Broke down the massive ship. I just did a lot of work on it, I thought, and it seems like a lot, but a lot of it was just me placing blocks and talking, so it wasn't like a lot of work. So I ripped it out. New villager breeder, which is the current one. Got mending trade finally. Added storage room and hidden room. Lots of AFK fishing. Changed the AFK fisher up, so basically it now started working. Mod system 3.0, which is current system that's out here right now. It's mob system 3.1 technically, but it's 3. version 3. Let's see, the storage room is this storage room that I was talking about, which is that. And then I had a hidden room, added hidden room back here. Let's see, where we at? Got some beetroots from a new village that was a little south from here. Showed off how they spawn, basically. Instead of spawning with the stuff on the ground, they spawn with the wood platform, like walkways up top. So now you can spot them easily for new chunks. Talked about what's going to go on with the series, what I was going to do. And tried to spawn the Ender Dragon and it failed. Couldn't do it. It's whatever at the time, glitch, something, I don't know. It just wasn't spawning. Made a bridge to the end aisle. Basically, I just cobble bridged it over. Got some purple blocks to add to the block room, and some chorus fruit for Flower Farm. See, small changes. Talked about the history of the series, basically what we're doing now, except for this one's a little more in depth. Moved the block room and color coded it, so current thing. The hopper system was down the hall there. Basically, it uses hoppers, one in one chunk, one in another. So basically, when the loaded chunks are there, it swaps it back and forth in a lazy chunk that's not loaded, and then has a chance to duplicate or delete it. Showed off mob system 3.1, which we just went past, and a world tour. Made a to-do list book. Learned that I can craft new types of stone blocks, which is basically the diorite, and andesite. Started working on the Dock Titan, which is the big iron farm. Let's see. What was it? Oh yeah, these blocks. Didn't know I could craft them, but until I was watching somebody else's Super Flat Water World. Let's go through here real quick. We'll show off stuff. I mean, the Nether I haven't really done much more in it lately, so otherwise, when I said made the animal farms bigger, well, this is the current setup, and it's been the setup for a while. So, and then smelter down there. Everybody's seen furnaces that smelt stuff, so let's see. Going to the iron farm. The random little way I gotta go. So basically, we're slowly working our way over to yonder, to out of this episode, basically. I've been good lately, guys. I've been good. I'm trying not to slap people, so otherwise I need a vacation again. It's been a while, because I mean the vacation I mentioned, I think I've taken like a couple personal days since then, but I need a vacation again. I need like beach or fishing or something. I need to get away. Things are starting to annoy me a little easier. So, but I have cooled off a lot of my cursing in videos. You know, I probably still will curse here and there. Things will happen. So yeah, this is the underneath the Dock Titan, but basically it's Dock M's iron farm. Instead of just one tower, it is his tower is one village, but I have 4 villages stacked on top of each other. I've shown it multiple times. Let's see. Can I fly? Will this give me... Where is... Oh, duh. Like, why can't I? Because here they are. Let's just use some flight duration ones. See. At least that is not cursed. Basically, this is still pandas. But this is the Dock Titan. Basically, each one of these villages, and basically each spawn a iron golem. So basically, that is that. Basically, I was doing a lot of work on this to get it going, and it took me quite a while. So, and then basically that's all the first amount of iron that I got through this. So, we're past that. Show off the Hopper Duper. Yeah, started that. Started curing zombies. That's how I got the villagers and the further up ones. These ones, those cured zombies. So basically, I showed off what more I've done, what it will look like in a test world. I still haven't finished what it was going to look like. Iron Golem spawners built. Still need more stone. Yeah, I ran out of stone again. Enderman took my ladders because I was using sand. Sand blocks pillars, and basically I was ladder up the sand, and they take the bottom one, and yeah, they basically killed me a couple times. Now I hate basically villagers when you're trying to move them. If you got a village or doors nearby, they will run back towards that. So pain in the butt. Yeah. Ran out of dirt. I don't know how it was possible at the time. Low on sand. Did some slow math. Basically, how many water blocks I have to clear out and all that. Yeah, kind of a pain in the butt for each, for this entire farm. Basically, it took me a week to put sand in the middle pillar, and then I cleared it out on camera, which took me a few seconds. Yeah, it was a pain. And pillar on there, and got the sand back. Showed off the new walls for Deep Hall, which we were just in. You were seeing them. Finished it all in survival, all in one day. So, alright, sorry about that, guys. We're back. I just had to do something real quick. So basically, here we are again. Flushed the villagers down a level, so basically each level I would bring them down. So basically I had cured villagers up there, cured zombies there, cured zombies there, and cured zombies here. I think it was like that one and that one actually, or that one and that one. I don't know, one of them, and then flush them down to that level, and then flush them down to the further level to get them into the breeders or into the things. Let's see. Right at the end, I finally got shulker shells. Because all the shulkers from the first time I went to the end islands, I left them there. Didn't want to kill them. So I killed them and looted them. Looted a few cities and got my elytras. Got the Dock Titan up to 80 to 90% loaded, working. So basically, like, just getting loads of iron. Flowing in, used Ray Works trick to resummon the Ender Dragon with zero end crystals. Basically, just water bucket and saving and coming back into the world. Ender bunnies didn't make it though, because they were next to the dragon, and she threw a fireball at him. Got another Ender Dragon out of it, so I got two. Also, Sheepy didn't make it. I was like, oh no, Sheepy, because he was basically in the Dragon Breath. So the original villagers by the Iron Titan got killed and turned into zombies. Didn't care about trying to turn them back because they weren't original anymore. Made my first iron blocks from the farm, which basically these are all now in these forms. So added subscriber room, which we'll go to that real quick. Alright, we're back. This is the subscriber special room thing. Basically, I read all these guys' names out, and maybe Crazy Keenan's one of these folks. Not sure, but let's see. basically I placed all the signs, naming everybody off, and started working on build storage. Oh, I started building the storage area for the iron farm. Started working on the massive iron storage system and item storage. Oh, that's basically the bulk storage for all the other blocks, like the dirt and stuff that are there now. Worked on a massive iron storage system and sorter for poppies. Basically, I wanted to get rid of the poppies, so I just made basically to sort the iron from the poppies, since it was only 2 items. Added signs of the villagers I kept that are over there for the mass bred ones. Did some chanting and made a set of gear and tools with the stuff I had. Made basically the AFK fish farm we were just at, Panda's new revised farm of it. Made chicken cooker over there using Zumavoid's redstone for that chicken cooker. Showed off all the loot from the first time AFK fishing, and started on the volcano island, which was our last project, or ish. Showed off the work on the new volcano island. Showed how I made it, and lost all my. Basically, every time I started to do it, all my FPS would be gone. All my frames per second be down to 1. Worked on the volcano some more, and story from work. So basically, while I was grinding away, I told a story. Resummoned the Ender Dragon to get the obsidian pillars back, so I could get more obsidian. Showed off the final base of all the cobble built from the water and the lava and all that stuff. So now it's that current island. And then removed the floating bedrock that was in the end from the original pillars. Got tired of they were just ugly. Using lazy chunks and dragon eggs, raised works trick basically to delete bedrock, and made a hole in the nether ceiling doing the same trick. Started to build a platform under the main island in the end, so basically catch the falling obsidian. Another story from work. Got 95% of that platform done under that thing. Basically, it was pretty much done-ish. I turned it into a bigger circle in a later episode. Added a haste beacon to underneath. Had to fix redstone to item sorter for the iron farm. Another story from work. Yeah, because it broke and it was deleting iron or something like that, I think. Started placing obsidian on the volcano island. So I was collecting it, and I was like, alright, I only had two large chests. Finished the platform under the end, made it a circle. Removed half the obsidian pillars, showed the obsidian that I was placing, that was placed. Yeah. And add some design to the iron farm. Killed 2 withers using a bedrock formation in the nether ceiling at basically in every world, no matter what seed or generation you have, that bedrock formation will always be there. Let's see, farm room. Basically added, ran around telling stories from work, started to change the layout of the manual crop farms. Basically I moved it down 1 and over a bunch, and then we were just in there, so you know what it looks like. Moved the manual farms over more stories from work. And started adding the walls to the manual farm. Basically the current walls that are in there now. See, finished the walls in the manual farm room, started to change the village trade hall, added basically the current trade hall we were just in. More ceiling, added more cells. Part of the deep hall wall burnt down because of the garbage disposal. Because of garbage. Wow. Remove the end portal frame, which is using the egg trick that Rayworks has. Let's see. Harvested the obsidian in the end. Basically all the way down. Added more storage to the area by the iron farm. So basically added more. basically another side to it. Place more obsidian on the volcano island while telling a story from work. Let's see. New way of video rendering. Yeah, basically now I'm using virtual dub only instead of Freemake, which removed itself from my computers. Or whatever. Added stone blocks to the tubes that feed the golems to the iron collection point in the Dock Titan. Because basically a lot of them were falling through and getting annoying. So, let's see. What else? Yeah, down there's the hopper duper area with all the duplicated blocks from it, which right now I was currently duping slime blocks. So I got a few. Yeah, I got a few in here. Nothing major. It looks like, because basically if it's only one block type, they tend not to dupe as much. So let's see. Made Ilmango's automatic pumpkin and melon farm over by the Iron Titan. Use the elytra to place levers under a 1 block space gap by the bedrock. So basically, I can show you this right here. It's like, hey, bam. So I can place a lever underneath that. So I'm not really in the floor, but my camera looks like it is, but it's not. So put that back. Let's see. Basically use the Creative World copy of this world to go find the 128 strongholds that are in this world. And I found 3 of them with the library, but I only went to one of them in this current world, not the creative world. And got paper and cobwebs, which I duplicated a bunch of using this duper system right here. Made a box of netherrack. Oh, basically the orange box I've been using. It's gonna say in this system, but I gotta go around. Yeah, this current box. So this is the original box. So the original box, yeah, because basically, if I want to cheat, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna lie. You know, obviously in the past with my editing, I was using Peaceful, so I was cheating that way. Library. Went to the stronghold, got the cobwebs. Basically played with the new concrete blocks and added them to the room. That's basically the ones I could make, the colors I could make, and then add those to the the block room. Started to work on the nether and clear it out. Basically, I got the 4 layers done that are in there. Since I've still been slowly working on it, because I still haven't used up the last of the duplicated TNT that I have, which I still don't know if I want to duplicate more or not. I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up at the moment, because again, it's time-saving type technology, because I'm all about time-saving. Not full creative, but time-saving. So basically, it's where it is now, pretty much. Let's see. Dug out lots more of the netherrack, so I'm 2 million blocks in. Showed and talked about duping shulker boxes to save time on the mending, so basically I was duplicating the mending box. Then got Kraken the pet squid, and a story from work. Made a creeper only farm designed by Ilmango. Had a few creepers blowed up while building it, and blew up a chunk of nether using the TNT I had at that time, which was all the TNT. Showed off all the gunpowder and pumpkins and melons that I got from AFKing. Ran out of TNT, which I think that was the last of the TNT at the time, which now I got all that gunpowder and stuff that I constantly get. Showed what I did to the nether, which is the current nether setup. I mean, we could. Yeah, basically this area over here, as you can see, it's dug down even further. I've been slowly working on it and got that dug down. I mean, I'm just slowly working on it here and there when I want to work on it. And I definitely do now after playing with cobble for so long. So, mending pet squid, sorry from work. Oh yeah, okay, so now we're on basically a full harvest from that iron storage is 31,104 iron blocks. That's a lot. So basically that's from the Dock Titan. I raided a lot more in cities because I wanted more shulker shells, and I got basically 64 shulker shells out of it, and then some. Let's see, chandeliers. Basically the chandeliers that are there. Basically, these are good episodes. The ones you're watching for these. Change the lighting up in Deep Hall. It's basically chandeliers instead of like weird plant things or whatever they were. Another story from work, and shut off the volcano covered in obsidian. And then basically turned off my AC for you guys so I could. Yeah, that week was hot, which was a couple weeks ago. It was super hot, so worked on the volcano, add some caves openings to it, and that was about it. And then basically episode 100, and here we are. So I don't know what to do with all this other than like I read the book, but alright guys, we're back. And the last two things I was going to do for you guys, I already did them. It sucks. I all tabbed out to see a recipe because I don't know how to make a cake. And well, I made you guys a cake and had a piece with you guys. Sad. And then basically I flew a pig off a cliff because they were some achievements I've never done. But now I've done them. Because I can't do the notch apple and I can't get past this part. So yeah, I've done all this, minus the smelting obviously, but I've gotten diamonds, all this, done all this, everything now. And I've eaten a notch apple before, just not in this world. So yeah. So hey guys, sorry about that. Perhaps failed on me because I alt tabbed out. So until next time guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hopefully enjoyed. You don't have to watch the old videos if you don't want to. You can if you want. Go for it. Bad quality, bad sound. So till then guys, be safe out there and see you in the next one. Bye.